Big day for Destiny 2 on Stadia, and potentially bigger day for Stadia altogether. See, huge Destiny 2 Stadia Crossplay finally arrives. It's SDO Daily, baby. Let's get into this one. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again on behalf of the Stadia Dosage platform with another SDO Daily. Before we get into this one, can you do us a huge favor? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. We appreciate all of y'all straight up because y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason, and by now y'all should know the slogan. We're not too proud to ask. On that vein, if you want to be braggadocious in the chat, hey, look at what I got to say about this crazy news, right? You got a question that you want us to answer at a later time, or you simply want to help out the platform, feel free to hit that super chat button while this is airing as a live premiere. It goes a long way to make this a better platform for you. On to today's exciting news. Yes. And I say exciting because it is. Destiny 2 on Stadia and other platforms where it's available has now officially been thrown in a pot of crossplay heaven. Today, which is August 24th, 2021, Bungie has officially, not Bungie has officially merged all the platforms together to allow them to play in one big massive pot. What you're seeing on the screen now is my gameplay of Destiny 2. I didn't do the crossplay portion yet. Well, I guess I kind of did exercise in it because people from all other platforms that were starting anew, like how I was kind of like starting, I guess, anew with my my save players or my cross progression player information. From all different platforms were hopping in and doing trials and part of the campaign as well along with me. So yeah, I guess I did kind of experience it. But what you're seeing is that gameplay unfolding right now on the screen. And this right here marks something that people were excited about when this was originally aired. And now it's coming to fruition on Stadia, who we talked about this earlier. We got a subsequent video coming after this one at a later time where we talk about crossplay altogether, the state of it on Stadia and what we can do about it. Where crossplay is a big discussion on the platform, it's much needed. The player base is young, it's new, it's still a little wet behind the ears, so it's not massive. So when you have games like this and you want to pick up and play, it's kind of difficult if you just, go willy-nilly and try to pick up and play against other people solely against other Stadia players. However, that has changed. And to talk about this change, let me show you something. This is an article from Android Central, and it's titled Destiny 2 supports full crossplay today with Stadia PC and consoles, available today alongside the Season of the Lost. Story reads as follows. Destiny 2 now fully supports cross-platform multiplayer between Stadia and other platforms. Developer Bungie announced during its Destiny 2 Showcase 2021 live stream on Tuesday. Let's make this bigger for the people in the back. There we go. The free-to-play online multiplayer shooter can now be played with friends across the Stadia, PC, and PlayStation and Xbox versions at no additional cost. The Stadia version has supported cross-platform saving since 2019, which allowed players to migrate progression and rewards between platforms, but not crossplay. Bungie had announced crossplay support would be coming sometime in 2021 last year, but could not confirm an actual date. Big criticism of Destiny 2 on Stadia, as we previously mentioned, which was one of the launch titles for the cloud streaming platform, was that the player base was siloed and couldn't play with a wider one. It made playing multiplayer games difficult to start. All right. So cross-platform comes as Destiny 2 launches its 15th season, known as the Season of Lost. With new weapons and content, the new season will run until February 22nd, when the newest expansion, The Witch Queen, releases on all platforms. Interesting stuff. So with all that said, I want to say this. This is huge, as we indicated in the bumper, as it relates to just the Destiny 2 Stadia player base. But this has the potential to be bigger for Stadia altogether. Here's why. First and foremost, those on 8th gen consoles who love Destiny 2 can get an enhanced experience via Stadia without having to get a whole new console. Now, I get it. On this very same day, Xbox had an announcement about the Xbox console streaming, or whatever they call it now, their cloud version of gaming, was now going to come to those 8th gen consoles. So people can experience enhanced versions of games like Destiny and stuff like that on the older consoles. But it's not Stadia enhanced. Can you imagine going from an Xbox One X wanting to get Destiny 2 at 60 frames per second at 4K, and you got to deal with simply 1080p 60? You go to Stadia and get 4K 60, and then get that same fidelity, that same performance, that same lack of perceivable latency and all that stuff on any screen that you go on. So regardless of Xbox's big announcement, we got to give them kudos. You know, it's a good announcement for those that want to stick to those consoles with the limited capabilities that they're going to get with Xbox's version of cloud gaming right now. But if you want a bigger dive into better fidelity, better performance, Stadia is your ticket. And it's the free 99 platform, as we always say. So again, that's huge. And a testament to that is a discussion that I had with a bunch of naysayers over the weekend. A bunch of people came to me, or we were in a discussion, and they were like, MM2K, what, you abandoned consoles? You gotta be lying. You're playing Stadia? That's crazy. And I'm like, look, man, you gotta get out of the rhetoric and the hee-hawism as far as the idiot herd barnyard that goes about Stadia. Try it. Have you tried it? Nobody tried it. So I said, so a discussion brewed about, well, you gotta pay, or you gotta get into a trial mode in order to get into Stadia. There's some string attached. And I said, no, with Destiny 2, there's no string attached. And it was funny that we were having this discussion the prior week, because I had no idea that the crossplay would be enacted today. Nonetheless, when I gave them the link, which we will provide at the bottom as well, to Destiny 2, no string attached on Stadia, people were playing it at a diehard PC guy tell me, wow, this is crazy. It feels like it's native. And they even suggested, well, look, I'm going to start playing this ain't going to be my number one way to play games. I am impressed, but I am going to start playing more on Stadia so I can free up space on my hard drive. I ain't got to install game number 1 and game number 2 on my hard. They're doing this instantaneously. These are people that have been ridiculing your boy ever since I started playing on Stadia. And once I put their backs up against the wall and I out-argued them, and I finally forced them in a position of trying Stadia, they tried it and they loved it. And even one who makes it their job to clown Stadia had to admit behind the scenes that Stadia's technology, the way that it allows you to play games, is phenomenal. That's all you got to do is try it. And once people try it, get to play Destiny 2, no strings attached, they'll likely be hooked in some shape, form, or fashion, and they'll say, look, this is something that I can enact in my gaming portfolio. 3 of them, not all of them, but 3 of them went and signed up for Stadia and said, yeah, I like this. Amazing. Also, off the strength of Destiny 2 and the no strings attached way that they can experience Stadia via that game, Stadia can make inroads to increase that much discussed young player base that was discussed on Android in the Android Central article that I brought up, and the fact that we talked about it earlier as well. It's something that you can't just ignore and bypass. It's something that, kind of plagues the platform, to a degree while it's young. Again, we're going to have subsequent videos talking about what can be done to address the crossplay thing. With that being said, when you have a game like Destiny 2 that brings players to the platform, and then they like other games on the platform, that starts to solve the problem because you get more players. So that's a fantastic thing. So this could, again, this is big for Stadia Destiny 2 players off the bat, but it could potentially be bigger for the platform altogether. Now, in addition to all this, if I'm Stadia, again, this is MM2K, if I'm Stadia, if I'm in the boardroom, which I'm not, but if I'm there, I am also allowing people who create a new account on Stadia or activate their Google account for the first time on Stadia rather, and play Destiny 2, I'm going to double up off this hype. I'm going to give those people an additional 2 to 3 months of Stadia Pro for free. And I am working out a deal to where this Witch Queen is part of Stadia Pro for a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, Stadia Pro members get access to this for a whole month. That would be huge. Why would that be huge? Because that would bring a bunch of new people over to Stadia. They ain't got to worry about a player base, and you keep them in Stadia Pro. At least with Destiny 2. That's huge. I would do that. I get things are early, the platform is young, but that's something that I would explore. You know what I mean? But with all that said, this is great stuff, and ultimately we'll see how all this lands. But again, great news nonetheless. With that said, that's it from your boy. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, the Stadia Dosage. With all that said, appreciate, love all of y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.